And that's in this book here. He criticizes macrobiotics. Okay? I'm going to turn the page now. Hold on. And he talks about the pH, alkaline acid part of the body. We'll talk about this in a minute. And he says sometimes the macrobiotic diet does not work in preventing cancer or stopping cancer from growing. And so it's better to use the cookbook in this. This is a cookbook, Beating Cancer with Nutrition. Okay. So make sure. Now we're going to talk about right now Otto Warburg. Otto Warburg. Can you see that? I don't know if I can get this down. I don't know. Professor Otto Warburg received 2 Nobel Prizes in 1931 and 1944 for his work on cell biogenetics. Okay. He did not get those prizes for cancer. Some people are getting that totally mixed up. Okay. Now we're going to go to Otto Warburg. This is Dr. Otto Warburg. He discovered in 1927, approximately 1927, that most, if not all, cancers are anaerobic. They can't stand oxygen. So if you oxygenate your body, so cancers are acidosis growths. If you alkalize your body, you become aerobic. There's oxygen in there. Cancer cannot live in that kind of a system, body. And if you're taking the proper foods, and you have to know what kind of foods to take. Now, if you get to Wikipedia here, you'll find their thing on the cancer hypothesis, and you can read about that. Now, the Wikipedia denies that he got the Nobel Prize in 1944. The Encyclopedia Britannica confirms that he won it in 1931 and 1944. So who do you want to believe? I don't know. One of his students won a Nobel Prize. That's Hans Krebs of the famous Krebs cycle. In that, there's a biography here at Binghamton, New York. That's where I'm living. And I can't get the book right now. But in the biography of his teacher, Otto Warburg, it might mention if he won 2 Nobel Prizes or not, and that might resolve the issue. So we go to the cancer hypothesis, and we put out the Warburg hypothesis, and you can read all about that. Now, in my opinion, it's based on the fact that you've got to alkalize your body. If you have an acidosis growth, so one of the books you can get that's on Amazon is Alkalize or Die. It'll list a lot of foods that are very alkaline, and it'll help you maintain an alkaline body. Now, you have to understand, you don't have to be, the alkaline acidity is from 0 to 14, okay? 14 being the most acid, 0 being the most non-acid or basic, and 7 being the middle. You just have to be above 7, a little above 7. If I got that right, 14 is is more alkaline, and 0 is more acid. I think I got it reversed. And it's a little over 7 will make you more adequately alkaline. But how do you do this? How do you measure? Do you measure through blood, through pH, you test your saliva or you test your urine? I do not know. The book Beating Cancer with Nutrition goes into that. He says you need a blood test and all that. But if he has a cookbook there, So you got, if you eat the right foods, you'll naturally alkalize. Okay. Okay, now this is a book. There's lots and lots of pages on acidic alkaline foods. What it turns out is that alkaline food is actually lemons and oranges. They're alkaline in your body, even though they're acidic to start out with. They turn alkaline in the body. Blueberries and cranberries become acidic in your body. So, but you can look at this. There's different charts, and you got to compare all of them. I would just follow the cookbook and the advice of this book. This is the main book to get to beat cancer, in my opinion. Okay. Now, this is StopCancer.com. You put in your Google Otto Warburg, 1966. In 1966, he gave a lecture to Nobel Prize winners, and he attacks the cancer industry, basically. And you click over here, the prime cause of cancer. Whoever wrote this got this kind of wrong. He did not win 2 Nobel Prizes in cancer. Okay? And he caused the prime cause of cancer, and that will click, and then you'll get a big, long the lecture that he gave in 1966 to Nobel Prize winners. Now, Jim Henson, now he died from what I had in 1999, Strep A toxic shock syndrome. And he died May 16th, 1990. And I got the same thing. And I was able to, a lot of people die from this. He went to a doctor, I read it up in the New York Times how he died. He got it probably from a paper cut. And I got it from a cut on one of my toes on my leg, on my foot. And I didn't put iodine on it right away, and as I should have, mercurochrome or something, or more iodine. And unfortunately it became, I got the Strep A toxic shock syndrome. And I went to the hospital, and before I went to the hospital, I didn't know what I had. I took 2 cloves of garlic, chopped it up very fine, and downed it. I was not really feeling very well. I went to work, really feeling lousy. As soon as I got home, I chopped up the 2 cloves of garlic. You got to chop it up. You can't. There's allicin in it, the active ingredient. It has very short half-life. And I downed it, and I woke up. That was Friday night, and Saturday when I woke up, and Sunday when I woke up in the afternoon, I was sleeping on and off. I felt fine. When I went to work, luckily I worked in a place I wasn't open to the public, and I was working with a lot of nurses and doctors, and they saw my foot. I was wearing shorts at the time. It was summertime, like June, and they saw that I had an abscess in my left foot, and they insisted I go to the hospital. I did not know whether it was an abscess or not. I felt fine. As soon as they biopsied me, they said, you're getting admitted. As soon as I heard Strep A, I said, oh my goodness, that's what killed Jim Henson. And I became I insisted on garlic all throughout. They gave me lots of different antibiotics. Anyway, he went to a doctor. Jim Henson went to a doctor. He got checked out. The doctor said, I can't find anything wrong with you, Jim. Take some aspirin. 3 days later, he was dead. The Strep A TSS is similar to strep throat, but it's much more virulent. It goes in, it has different types of toxins in it, very much more powerful toxins. It goes inside